Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Alfred Wallace Baker, age 84, of Vinemont, will be at 1 p.m. today at Coleman Funeral Home Chapel. Interment in Coleman City Cemetery. Reverend Steve Rogers officiates. Coleman Funeral Home directing. Mr. Baker passed away Saturday at his residence. Funeral services for Charlene Hessler Elrod, age 59, of Hansville, will be held Thursday at Hansville Funeral Home Chapel. Bird Walker will officiate interment in Fairview West Cemetery. The family will receive friends today from 5 to 9 p.m. Hansville Funeral Home is directing. Mr. Elrod or Ms. Elrod passed away yesterday. Funeral services for Iva D. White, age 84, of Hansville, will be held tomorrow at noon at Hansville Funeral Home Chapel. James Fields officiating. Interment in Garden City Cemetery. The family will receive friends tonight from 4:30 to 9 p.m. Hansville Funeral Home is directing. Funeral services for Jack B. Pope, age 74, of Coleman, will be at 2 p.m. on Thursday at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel. Dr. David McGowan officiating. Interment will follow in Coleman City Cemetery. Visitation will be 6 to 8 p.m. at the funeral home Wednesday. Moss Service is directing. Mr. Pope passed away yesterday. Those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Premier Bank presents Today on 2, broadcasting live at channel2coleman.com right now or anytime that you want to watch us. This is the 17th of September. This is Constitution Day.
Very good.
And start of Constitution Week.
All right.
So I have some anecdotes in just a little bit about our Constitution.
Well, and I'm hoping that maybe this is streaming live right to Washington, D.C., and that maybe some of our legislators will actually listen and figure out what's actually in the Constitution. This would be good.
That would be
really
great.
Good. Yeah.
Okay. Let's start with the weather for today. Our weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. We start with the weather almanac for the 17th of September. The average high is 85, the record high 103 in that dreaded summer of 1927. The average low is 62, the record low 47 in the year 2000. Sunset at 7:15, sunrise tomorrow morning 7 minutes after 6. Satellite picture, I think everybody looks toward Colorado anymore when you see a satellite picture. Doesn't look like rain today. Boy, what a mess they've had. I heard they said the rainfall was like once every 1,000 years that you get that much rain.
Wow.
Here's our forecast. Partly sunny today, a high of 85. Partly cloudy tonight and breezy, low of 67. Partly sunny tomorrow, slight chance of rain in the afternoon, a high of 83. Thursday, sunny, 85. Friday, 84. But look at the weekend. Saturday, the high 77. Could be a rainy Saturday, and Sunday with a high of 79. So a little bit of a change in the weather forecast.
I guess so.
Constitution Day today.
Yay!
And I do not have a quiz.
Oh, good.
So don't worry about that.
Good, because I'd flunk it, I'm sure.
But I do have some anecdotes. Benjamin Franklin. A lot of anecdotes about Benjamin Franklin. He made a motion at the Constitutional Convention that their sessions be opened with a prayer.
Oh, very good.
The delegates refused to accept his motion, stating there was not enough money to hire a chaplain. See, they worried about not having enough money back then.
Back then, huh? Yeah.
Okay, let's see what else I found here. Benjamin Franklin, once again, died shortly after the Constitutional Convention at the age of, 84. 20,000 mourners showed up for his funeral.
Wow.
That was the largest public gathering up till that time.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. Well, he was so well known. He had done
yeah.
so many different things. Yeah. Goodness.
The word democracy does not appear in the Constitution.
Huh.
And a lot of people think that we have a democracy. No, we have a republic.
Right.
And there is a difference between a democracy and a republic. Here's an anecdote I thought was pretty good. There was a proposal in the Constitutional Convention to limit the standing army to 5,000 men.
All right.
George Washington sarcastically agreed with the proposal, as long as there was a stipulation that no invading army would have more than 3,000.
I love it.
No wonder Washington was smart, right?
Yes, yes.
There is nowhere in the Constitution that lists requirements on the right to vote.
Oh.
See, we keep coming up with these laws of
Right.
what you can and can't do. There's nothing in the Constitution about the right to vote.
Okay.
And finally, Patrick Henry. Always give me liberty or give me death.
Yeah.
Patrick Henry was elected as a delegate to the Constitutional Convention, but he declined to attend because he smelt a rat. He didn't want any part of it.
Oh, goodness gracious. What do you think they'd think today?
I smelt a rat.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Who's our Facebook friend of the day?
That would be Diane Bohannon. I hope I'm saying that right. And Diane likes American Idol and rock and roll. All
Okay.
right. So, of course, because she is our friend of the day for Facebook, she is going to win that certificate so she can go get that large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue in the Berlin area. Just come by here first and pick up the certificate.
Okay, who's our guest today?
Well, we have Mr. Buddy Hooper and Miss Kelly Lee, and they are here to talk about this Walk Me Home event. And I don't know if it's the first time here in Coleman, but it's the first time I've ever heard of it. And so it's a great event. So kind of giving support and, I guess, recognition for foster care parents. So we're going to learn all about that in just a few minutes. But I guess George is back.
George Spear is back. He'll be here with news and commentary right after this.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room, the best room, your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Time for news and commentary on this Tuesday morning. Looking at the Coleman Times this morning, it appears that the Coleman County Board of Education had a meeting recently. You know, they're going to an appointed superintendent of education for county schools. They're going to put things together and maybe by the end of the month decide how they're going to go about it. There are organizations that do searches for people like Coleman County's school system to find qualified people, and so we suspect or expect that maybe by the beginning of the year, hopefully they'll have someone chosen for that job. You know, I was looking at all that news last week, or was it the week before, about the brawl at the game in Walker County, you know, football after the football game. Don't you know, when I saw on Facebook, Jan Harris, you know, she's retired, and she's having fun on the beach, and she had her hands up and she was just waving, just having a great time. The new superintendent really inherited a big issue, didn't she? Man, what a heck of a thing to face. Also, this morning, the news is that William Abbott pleaded guilty to capital murder yesterday in connection to the killing of a Huntsville man who was believed to be the key witness in an incest case against him. Cleveland County Circuit Judge Greg Nicholas sentenced him to life in prison without any kind of parole. Of course, as you know or might recall, this happened in 2010, and whenever they killed Jerry Allen Martin and killed him and then burned up his truck. What a heck of a situation. Apparently, Abbott's wife, Donna Lane Abbott, and his sons, William Cecil Abbott and Arnold Andrews Abbott, also face capital murder charges for their alleged roles in this 2010 shooting and burning of Mr. Martin. People have been wondering, and my wife said, well, I bet now with this unfortunate thing, up there in Washington, the Navy's shipyard, that it's going to be hard to get on base in some places. We go up sometimes and grocery shop at Redstone, and knowing that's going to be an issue, the newspapers and the reporters have asked Captain Bobby York of the Redstone Special Response Team, and Redstone Arsenal there is prepared, he says, for situations such as this at the Washington Navy Yards. He says, we will not be changing our matter. In other words, you won't have to have everything scoped inside and out before you get through the gate. It's already hard enough, the claiming proration, or not proration, but sequestration, cutting of the budget and that kind of thing. And so the lines are a little bit longer in the morning trying to get to Redstone. I don't even go in the morning. I wouldn't even dare, because it's going to be a goat rope trying to get in. Decatur Daily doing a story on gas prices. They say, of course, it looks like it's been about 1,000 consecutive days that gas was above $3, and people who are expecting it to go down, no, because the experts say that the national average will remain above $3 a gallon for another 1,000 days. I went on vacation this week, and I found a little application for my smartphone, Gas Buddy. So whenever we would decide where we were going, we'd see which town had the lowest price gas, and it worked. It's a good thing to have if you are traveling, such as that. Going back to this thing with the Washington Navy Yard shooting, and the fact the man was a contractor, part of a contract team, and had clearance and all that, then everybody said, well, yeah, he might have had clearance, but he got in trouble when he was in the Navy, been arrested and this and that. When I joined the Marines back in 1968, sometime during boot camp, I got interviewed, and the man asked me, would you like to work in a top secret facility? I said, sure. So I had to undergo, after a tour in Vietnam, they called it a successful tour. That meant if you got home alive, right? And once you complete a successful tour in Vietnam, then we'll get you involved in this security thing. So that I had to go through a top secret clearance scanning. When I got home from Vietnam, I had an old rat trap 58 Thunderbird convertible, rusted out along the sides. You remember how those cars used to look like. We knew they were from the north because they had rust at the bottom, right? Anyway, I was blowing the sud out of that thing, riding around Missionary Grove community out in West Point, having a great time, and I go past one of the people where I went to church, one of the deacons, and I wave. He's talking to somebody, and I just wave at him, and I'm having a grand old time. A day or two later, he called me. He says, you know what that was? I said, what? He said, they were interviewing me on your character. That was my top secret clearance. Things are a lot different back then than they are now. Apparently, that's just the way things are, I guess, at this particular point. University of North Alabama is seeing a decline in enrollment. I wonder if that holds true for Wallace. They say they hope it's not a trend. I don't know, or is it because Pell Grants or whatever are getting stiffer and harder to get hold of, or something or another? You have to have a very rich uncle or daddy or something else in order to be able to afford going to college now, or be ready to soak up some big student loans, because it's just a bad situation. Sometimes whenever you think you've got it figured out, you really don't have it figured out. I know that we've got people who've been arrested, all kinds of people in Coleman County and across the country. This meth manufacturing thing, it's just almost epidemic, is it not? But think about this. There are some people who, believe it or not, and it's on YouTube. I mean, this particular little stunt has got over 1,300 videos on YouTube. It's got 150,000 views on one video alone. And what is it? Young people taking vodka and holding it up against their eyes so they get drunker faster. You know, and of course, doctors are saying that's not a good idea because your eyes are a very delicate thing and you may be blind in the future. Well, now, won't that be a sight? They're listening to music now out of these speakers and cars that blow out the windows and whatever I'm driving almost. In the future, they won't just be able not to see, but they'll be deaf too. Stay tuned, more for Day 02 after this.
Got a safe driver headed toward the freeway. He is doing 44 in a 45. Now
in the nation, Safe just got a little more exciting. Add Vanishing Deductible from Nationwide Insurance and get $100 off for every year of safe driving. Just another way we put members first, because we don't have shareholders.
Bill, that's the perfect merge. That was flawless.
Nationwide is on your side.
Let's see if we can give away some prizes. Let's see what we have for today. We have the bag of assorted apples from Steel Orchard, and we have the lunch sandwich and chips from Frosting's Bakery. Those are the prizes for today. Let's look at our merchant ads. We'll ask a question, of course, about one of these ads. And we start with Auto Tech Repair and Service, where they do major engine repair, transmission repair, brake repair on all vehicles, foreign and domestic, located in Vinemont, County Road 1354.
Mullins Body Shop, you've counted on them for over 50 years. Remember, we talked about that yesterday, and for auto body repair and towing, and you could count on them today. Call Sunny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim at Mullins Body Shop.
Brown & Company Beverages, a specialty wine and beer store where they have a large variety of domestic and imported wine and beer, along with specialty items on Highway 157.
And Rodney G's Hickory Grill, it has a full bar. They also have barbecue hot wings and large menu right there at 1610 Main Avenue.
Deb's Bookstore, your hometown bookstore where books are always on sale. Used books are half price every day. New books 20% off every day at Deb's Bookstore.
And the Grand Point Pharmacy, by customer request, they have the new Remedy Skin Cream. It's a repair cream. It's for patients at high risk to restore skin's natural moisture and balance at Grand Point Pharmacy.
And the Wellness and Aquatic Center has the full fitness center with weights, cardio, and professional training. They have the indoor walking track as well as indoor pool, the Wellness and Aquatic Center.
Baldwin Counseling Center. If you're having problems, you need to talk, you want some privacy to talk about weight loss issues or individual and family counseling, Dr. Howard Rogers is the man you could call. Set up an appointment for Baldwin Counseling Center.
And our question for the day is about the Busy Bee Cafe. What is their signature food item? We mentioned this on the ad. What is their specialty? The signature food item at the Busy Bee Cafe. 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. And we have the bag of apples from Steel Orchard and the lunch sandwich and chips from Frosting's Bakery as the prizes. We'll take your phone calls right after we watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Hello, I'm Zach Wood with Premier Bank. Today's Money Matters topic is debit cards. A debit card, also known as a bank card or check card, is a great tool that provides electronic access to your bank account anytime, day or night. Unlike a credit card, payments using a debit card are immediately transferred from your account. Debit cards also allow for instant withdrawal of cash, acting as the ATM card. For more information about debit cards, stop by your local bank today.
What is the signature food item at the Busy Bee Cafe? Anybody who's been to the Busy Bee for How many years?
Well,
Goodness gracious, they've been in business
late
for a long
1800s,
time.
is that correct? Have they been in business since that, or early 1900s? Yeah, okay. I mean, a long time.
Yeah,
And of course, if you're from Coleman, everybody knows about the BCB.
You would think so.
Yeah.
256-734-7399 is our telephone number. Let's show you that ad and the rest of our merchant ads right now. Starting with Cotton State Barns of Coleman, where you can buy or rent to own carports, playsets, utility trailers, and storage buildings. No credit checked. Everybody's approved at Cotton State Barns of Coleman.
And there's the Busy Bee Cafe, and it's the home of the original breaded burger. Go check out their new dinner hours on Fridays and Saturdays from 2 until 9 p.m. They have live music. It's a great place to be.
Earl's Body Shop, where they do towing, large and small towing, local or long distance. Earl's Body Shop, Highway 31 North in Coleman.
And parents and teachers don't have to drive for miles and miles. It's all right here in Coleman at the Teacher Supply. They're across from the Coleman Cemetery entrance right there on 9th Avenue, and they have educational supplies and teacher supplies.
And Be Fit is a new fitness facility located in downtown Coleman on 1st Avenue Southeast. There are no contracts required. You pay just $50 a month.
And the choco-covered cheesecake is the blizzard of the month at Dairy Queen right now. And don't forget about the $5 lunch, and you can upgrade for an extra $1 to get that blizzard.
Tires for less, more than just tires. Of course, they do have Bridgestone and Firestone tires. Come and see Greg and Mike and the guys at Tires for Less on Highway 31 North.
And there's Rodney G's Hickory Grill, Monday night football, Tuesday night trivia, college football Saturdays, everyday food specials. Every day 6 to 8 is happy hour at Rodney G's Hickory Grill on Main Avenue.
And Mr. Hicks Menswear, where you'll find men's clothing in regular, big, and tall sizes. Now offering suits and sport coats made to your measurements, Mr. Hicks Menswear.
And Borden Family Pharmacy. It's Coleman's leader in adult immunizations. They have all kinds that they can do: shingles, pneumonia, whooping cough, flu vaccines, flu mist for children. No appointment is necessary right there at Borden Family Pharmacy.
Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue has the football tailgate packs. For just $50, you get a pack of ribs, pulled pork with sauce, baked beans, and all the side items. Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue. We don't have any birthdays. We do need to do a quick mention of Fest Hall. We didn't talk about them in the opening today. Today they are open.
They are open on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, probably starting around 7:30. I know they start setting up then, but for sure by 8, I think from 8 until 2, stop by, get some fresh veggies and some fruits and all kinds of wonderful products and home-baked goods, and sometimes they have live plants. So go by and check that out. Support your local farmers at the Fest Hall Marketplace.
Okay, we're going to find out about foster parents and what's going on right after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Our guests are Kelly Lee and Buddy Hooper, and they're going to talk about an event called Walk Me Home to a Place Where I Belong. Sounds like a line in a song. Isn't that the line in Country Roads?
We actually have a song.
We actually have a song.
You have your own song.
Okay.
Okay, did
Is
John
it to
Denver write it for you?
Is it to the same tune?
It's no, it's Jamie Foxx from Nashville wrote the
Okay.
song and actually did a DVD, and you can see it on the website, the Walk Me Home website.
Okay, very good. Well, tell us a little bit about what this is, because not every this is the first time I've ever heard of it.
Well, Walk Me Home to the Place I Belong is about permanency for foster children. And it actually does 3 different things. It brings awareness to foster care, it recruits foster parents, and it raises funds for the association.
Okay, okay. And you need a lot of awareness, because there are a lot of people out there that are foster care parents and everything, but there are a lot of people that might want to become one and don't know how to do that.
Exactly.
So what do they need to do?
Well, first of all, they need to contact their local DHR to see when they would be offering classes, or we have a toll-free number they can call.
Okay.
And it's 888-545-2372 to get more information on how to become a foster or adoptive parent in Alabama.
Now, are y'all going to be talking about that at the walk?
Yes, and there's actually going to be tables set up. The first way to help is to actually be a participant in the walk or the run. You can run or walk.
How do you do that?
You register. You can call me, 595-2798. You can register at the race that day. Registration starts at 8 o'clock. And there's actually going to be tables set up. If you don't want to do that, there's going to be tables set up for to sign up for more information about becoming a foster parent, becoming a mentor, or a volunteer.
Okay, all righty. And when is the date? When is this going to take place?
October 5th at Sportsman's Lake.
At Sportsman's Lake. Okay, so anybody interested in either they want to be supportive, or they want to get more information, or they're already a foster parent and just want to bring the kids out and have a good time, right?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
They don't have to participate in the walk if they don't choose to, but just to come out and enjoy the day, because there'll be a lot of events for them and the children to do that day.
Now, you're doing this at Coleman on the local level, but you're also affiliated with the state, is that correct?
Yes, I'm president of the State Foster and Adoptive Parent Association. We will actually be hosting our state walk in Gardendale November 23rd. So maybe I can come back and promote that later on.
All righty, okay.
And I'm also chair for the National Foster Parent Association for Walk Me Home. So we have about 15 walks going on nationwide right now.
So this is just kind of a new movement, right? This is the start of something bigger and better. Is that kind of the way you look at it?
Well, we're in about our 7th year
for
Walk Me Home nationwide.
Okay.
And but we are seeing an increase in requests to do walks in different states. We do them in Washington State, Nevada, Kansas. Tennessee is really big. They host 4 walks a year. Alabama, we will be hosting 4 walks this year also.
Very good, very good. Now, foster care parenting has been around for a long time, but about how many kids do you have in Coleman County that need foster care?
There's over 150 right now, and I don't think people realize that.
Wow,
Yeah.
and how about statewide?
Statewide, it's about 5,000.
A lot of children.
I'd like to point out, Kelly said about 150 in Coleman, but they only have about 30 foster homes.
Wow.
So that's why we need more awareness of the need for more foster families. Statewide, we only have about 1,600 homes. That's down from 2,200 just a couple of years ago.
Wow, okay.
Buddy, you brought a T-shirt. Do people that participate get a T-shirt?
They will. They'll get a T-shirt, a Walk Me Home T-shirt for participating in the walk. And registration for the walk is $25. But for foster families, it's only $5 a person.
Okay.
So that just about covers the cost of the T-shirt.
Right, right.
And we're also looking for sponsors.
Okay.
Any amount that you want to donate, we will be glad to accept it.
All right. Well, good. Thank you so much for being here today, and good luck. Hope this goes well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Stay tuned. We have more right after this.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Now it's time for our community billboards, brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. And the upcoming senior event tomorrow is Senior Day at the Fair. Gates are going to open at 10 a.m. and on September the 21st there'll be the Eva Bluegrass Festival. And the John James Audubon exhibit in the Evelyn Burrow Museum will take place now through the end of September. Display is open Tuesday through Friday from 9 until 5 and on Saturdays from 10 until 2. You can get ready for Oktoberfest with ballroom dance lessons, and that's Thursday, September the 19th and Thursday, September the 26th at the Donald E. Green Building at Engle Park. It starts at 6 p.m. and there is no charge. And if you have a community billboard you want to share with us, you can email it to channel2coleman@gmail.com, phone 256-734-7399, or fax 256-734-7680, or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman.
Our weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. It'll be partly sunny today, a high of 85. Cloudy tonight, a low of 67. Partly sunny again tomorrow with a high of 83. And we have a good friend coming tomorrow.
We do. Miss Deb Lastly is going to be back again tomorrow. Talk about all her favorite books.
Yes, and then some. Thank you for watching today on 2.
I hope you have a great day.